A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Rentschler Field in East Hartford, home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Takes a handoff. It's Wilcox. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abram. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
UConn will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Peters. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Husky. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It would be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department here.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking to coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, he's got some space. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
He'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's reeled in. It's Carter. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll run it from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to sling it on second down. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Coming out with it, it's Peters. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The UConn offense goes back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The kick is on its way. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And it's no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Catch in the middle. It's Averill. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
You got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Gonna let it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. UConn will have to punt it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take off. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He'll take another shot here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Reads it, fires complete. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another passing play to see if they can add on to it, and they were not able to protect the quarterback. Big missed opportunity.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The short hands, it's Carter. And into the end zone, and he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Military stunt.
He's looking to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Peters. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Wilcox. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. When you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles, it's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Averill. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man down the middle. Inside the 35. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Fires left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys who put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Carter. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the 1st down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Puts it out of the air. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll give it to Johnson. Tackled there by the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Navy is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 25 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grab near the marker. It's Lattimore. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Looking for more room. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Quick release by the QB. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. It's a draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Corrals it at the 45. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Still running at the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Lattimore. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting a touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.